the second respondent on the stand, madam.
I swear by God with the God and evidence that I give before this court, touching the matters in question, shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me God.
Kindly introduce yourself to court.
My Lord, I am Mohammed Ibrahim Amin.
Mohammed Ibrahim
Amin.
Mohammed is double M or single M?
Single M, my Lord. And I'm currently the Director of Criminal Investigations.
I mean, you're here pursuant to orders of habeas corpus issued by this court on the 8th of January this year. What would you like to tell the court in respect of those orders?
Thank you, my Lord. My Lord, it is true that I'm appearing before this honorable court pursuant to a court order that actually directed me to appear and give an account of the following persons. My Lord, who were reported missing from Island River and Manyora townships, my Lord. The same persons are as follows, my Lord. Justice Mutuma Kusini, who happens to be the second petitioner, my Lord. Martin Wall, third petitioner, my Lord. Karani Wema, the fourth petitioner, my Lord. And Stephen Kafungi, the fifth petitioner, my Lord.
The fifth petitioner was removed.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so we don't have to refer to him.
Thanks, my Lord. I further wish to confirm, my Lord, that indeed the reports of missing persons were made at Island River and Jalango police stations. Island River police station, that is OP number 23 of 21st December 2024. Jalango is OP number 43 of 25 December 2024. And again, the Jalango police station and the OP number 27 of 26 of December 2024. Upon receipt of this missing persons report, my Lord, I wish to confirm that I was given clear instructions by the Inspector General National Police Service, to whom I am responsible for the efficient and effective command of the Director of Criminal Investigations, to make sure that expeditious investigations are instituted in relation to all the missing person reports. Pursuant to that directed by my Inspector General, my Lord, I instructed my Deputy Director Investigations, Mr. Paul Chira, my Lord, who is an Assistant Inspector General, to take over the conduct of those cases, ensure that the reports are conclusively investigated and the resultant duplicate files forwarded to the ODPP for further directions. My Lord. My Lord, I wish to confirm that the investigations are still ongoing and at an appropriate time, the files will be forwarded to the ODPP, complete with our findings and recommendations. Finally, I wish to state, my Lord, that the missing persons are not under the custody of the National Police Service. We have not arrested them, and they are not under our custody. Under the circumstances, my Lord, we can neither produce their bodies pursuant to the writ of habeas corpus, nor can we formally prefer any charges against them. I submit my Lord.
Thank you very much.
The last word was you cannot.
We cannot prefer any charges against them in view of the fact that they are not under our custody, my Lord. The Constitution, my Lord, is very clear. Any persons arrested by officers of the National Police Service must be arraigned before a court of competent jurisdiction within 24 hours. And we are very much alive to that provision of the Constitution, my Lord. Finally, my Lord, we give an opportunity. The lead investigating officer, Mr. Ochira, is present in court, and he can update the court on the current status of the investigation. Thank you.
That is all from the second respondent.
We go in the same order. Mr. Omari, any question?
Thank you very much, my Lord. I have one question to Mr. Ming, the DCI. What can you comment on the allegations that some of the people were released? What is the procedure of release of anybody in police custody for the benefit of the court?
Sorry?
I'm asking the DCI. The petition says some of them were released. The DCI said they have nobody in custody. So I wanted the DCI to enlighten us the procedure of somebody being released.
I don't see, he has not told us anybody has been released. The petition does not say these people have been released. Are you asking a general question?
It's a general question so that the DCI confirms that nobody has ever been released from police custody. Because they were not in the police custody at any one time. Therefore, they could not be released.
Mr. Omari, I have specific people here. You do not want to ask a question for the whole world.
Yes.
I want us to remain Here.
Mutembei.
Beyond here, no.
Alright. The DCI said they don't have them, so they can't.
So you have no question?
I have no question for that.
So we go to Mr. Uhuru.
Lord, again, I have no question for the investigation.
So who takes the issue on the part of the petitioners?
My lord, we have a few questions.
Give us your name.
My name is Ukele. Good afternoon, Mr. Amin.
Good afternoon, Mr. Okele.
I have very few questions for you. You agree that there are abductions in here in the country?
Proceed.
Yes, it's a question I'm asking.
Not again, perhaps he can vector his question into the order of habeas corpus that your lordship has issued.
My lord, the moment if he answers the question, I'll be able to guide the court where I'm heading again.
That's a general question. I said let's
Focus.
Yes, my lord.
remain in this petition.
Thank you. You have confirmed to the court that indeed there are reports of missing persons being reported in the local police station.
True, my lord.
And these missing persons are abducted.
Just a minute. And I want us to be specific.
Yes, my lord.
It's not, again, a general question. I have only 3 people here. So ask a question in relation to the 3 people.
Yes, thank you. You confirm that there is a report of missing persons of the number 23, 21, 2024 reported at Geneva police station?
My lord, to be more specific,
Yes.
I will confirm a report relating to Justice Mutembei Mutembei, Martin Moore, and Karaji.
Thank you. And you confirmed that they are not within the custody of the police.
I'm saying that very certainly.
And you also confirmed that you were given instructions to investigate.
Absolutely.
My question is, when were these instructions given?
Immediately the missing person report was made.
Which was last year, December?
Correct.
And you also stated that you are bound by expeditious investigations.
Correct. You know the word expeditious is subjective.
Thank you. So, how long do you need? Because I believe the certainty of the period of investigation would allow the families to have a prospective date upon which they would be expecting something out of the public service.
My lord, the Constitution, which my learned colleagues have quoted extensively, provides that the mandate to investigate criminal offences is clearly vested in the National Police Service, and the command of the police service is vested in the Inspector General of Police. To ask for a time frame for an investigation is, with tremendous respect, to seek to circumscribe or to direct that investigation.
I think you can, wait, counsel, let's not make it an argument. He can answer that question to the best of his ability.
Thank you. How long do you expect at least a response from the police?
Well, when it comes to matters of criminal investigations, they are not time-bound. If I am investigating a case of murder, I will not be able to tell you that within this particular period of time, have we been able to apprehend humans? It all depends on how the investigation progresses and the gravity and complexity of the subject matter under investigation.
Thank you. Mr. Director. There are known or unknown elements for understand undertaking these abductions.
Sorry?
Under the instructions were undertaking or conducting these abductions. That is the question that I see.
But you have found that the abductions were, that the petition alleges that the abductions were conducted by police officers. You have found once and you restated it when I sought a stay on Friday. I believe that finding of fact has been made. For counsel to ask a question about clandestine, then it takes it away from police officers and the habeas. Let me finish my objection. It then takes it, because police officers are police officers, they cannot be clandestine people again, because he is then changing the position that they have taken, and he's changing the factual basis upon which these orders of habeas corpus are made. He has stated, and your lordship was at pains to point out, that you are persuaded that the petition alleges that the abductions are by police officers.
Mr. Do not take it to the court. We were not at pains. The petition says. So the whole point I agree is we cannot take it to clandestine. But the petition, the affidavit says they were. So let's leave it at that, because you can only ask a question. And remember, the officer has said he was directed, and he directed. Okay? He delegated. So there is someone who is supposed to come and tell you, unless you don't want him. You will be happy, I don't want him.
My question, the very last question will be, you know abductions to confirm going forward.
No, let's not go there.
It's actually tied to the question about the same of the citizens going forward.
See, you know, counsel, this officer is here pursuant to directions of the court to answer specific issues. If you want the general issue, I don't want to use that word, because that word does not exist in either in law or in the constitution. So let's use the language, we are in court, let's use the language the law gives us to use. That the language belongs to these people.
Thank you.
So, if you want us to use the language they use, we use it, but not here. Because how can I record abduction? Because the law doesn't know anything about that. So, restrict yourself to 3 people and not to generality. Those people are missing. So if you want us to go to generalities, then we are not dealing with what has brought us here.
Thank you, my lord, for the directions. I believe that.
And I thought you knew that.
I knew that, my lord.
So why are you taking us the way you are taking us?
It was a guarantee of safety that there is some impression that the IG was ordered. There will be no question from me, Mr. Amin.
Thank you.
That's all.
That's all, my lord.
Thank you, Director.
My lord, are we now, is the court able to excuse the first and second respondent?
They hand over to us. We may want to hear what he says.
Maybe it can be recorded that they can leave at their pleasure.
Yes, we have no reason to detain them. Only that they have not given us that officer. Once he steps there, you are free to leave.
My lord, perhaps we me before the witness is sworn, I seek a clarification from your lordship in the following respect. The orders of habeas corpus were issued explicitly in the names of two public and state officers, the first and second respondent. The first and second respondent, my lord, and I believe this is a point that one of my colleagues made earlier on, have the constitutional mandate to carry out investigations. My lord, they have taken to the stand, they have been sworn, and they have spoken to the habeas corpus. My lord, the notice of motion before you is spent. The petition is still not for hearing. And the notice of motion was determined by the court issuing the orders of habeas corpus. Perhaps your lordship would be kind enough to perhaps give fresh directions that would then prescribe the manner in which the court is going to proceed. Because in this way, it can be an endless inquiry and it can be a never-ceasing order of habeas corpus.